All right, we live. All right, we are here once again on the highways and the byways, out here to prophesy against this wicked kingdom, which in the Bible is known spiritually as Sodom and Egypt, Babylon the Great, Mystery Babylon, Nineveh, Idumea, amongst other things, all right? First and foremost, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and who taught us this truth. And shalom to you, sincere Akim, out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath out there listening and learning as well. All right? And we started out with giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh. That's the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. All right? God just means power. His true name in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh. And his only begotten son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai, all right? And Yahweh Shai is a so-called Negro, a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, all right? So, Baba Kashar, bring out that 2nd Ezra 9, please.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Hey, measuring the time diligently, man. Okay, measuring these prophecies, watching, listening, learning, paying attention to the things that's happening on the news and around the world, man. Okay? These prophecies are screaming. Prophecies are coming to pass as fast as lightning. Okay? You got it, Shemaiah.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
All right, and is not that all over the news, man? Uproars of the people, okay? Is not division and separation at an all-time high? All right, you got these, you got Antifa, Black Lives Matter, the George Floyd drama, you know, which we all know that ultimately these are all, you know, wicked schemes of the elite to separate the people, to bring in their new world order. Okay,
to bring in confusion.
We
got a lot of confusion out there, man, because we know the wicked elite, they deal with something called order out of chaos. You know? So they want to put confusion out. The truth is out there, right? You got the men out there bringing the truth, but a lot of lies, a lot of snares, pitfalls, you know. I.e. Black Lives Matter, that's a snare, a pitfall.
Yeah, you know, that's a snare, man. That whole organization has nothing to do with Israelites, man. It's all LGBT, Antifa, and I believe George Soros, if I'm not mistaken, was the one that funded it.
Yeah, and to show you that it wasn't for your benefit, as soon as the pressure came down on the leader, she tapped out, man. They caught her extorting funds, you know. Yeah. Just like all your so-called leaders, man. They're put there to extort you, man.
Exactly.
Not to help you.
This is why Yahweh Shai says in Deuteronomy 28:68, no man shall buy you, no man shall redeem you. Okay? Thus saith the Lord. Our nation needs a savior, man. All right? And we've had the Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolm X's. The only way we're going to get out of the condition that our nation is in is through salvation from Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Yahweh Shai, who you people ignorantly call Jesus. Okay? You got it, Shemaiah.
Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifested.
That's
okay.
You got it.
Yeah. The end is manifested. Okay, what does the scripture say? Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay, we know that Esau, Edom, which is the nationality of the so-called white man in the Bible, his biblical name, he would be in charge of the world before the end comes. Okay, and the end is starting to manifest itself. All right, if you have eyes to see, we are in the end times. This empire known as America Babylon the Great in the scriptures is coming to an end, and all the signs are making it evident, okay? The housing market. You see these elites buying up all the houses, okay? People are having trouble finding homes to buy. They're buying up whole subdivisions so they can rent them out, okay? What was that Great Reset commercial? What did it say? The people shall own nothing and be happy. And this is one of the means that they're using, all right? Using this Crown Royale
to snatch up all the resources. Locking that to cut you off. It's a great power grab. Basically, this whole global pandemic was to destroy the middle class. That's who really felt it the most, man. Not the poor. The poor, they were getting a gift, that stimulus package. You know, they were getting rocked to sleep. They weren't paying attention. They were just looking for things to go back to normal. Meanwhile, the middle class is being eroded. Your everyday mom and pop store, you know, is being squeezed out, man.
Squeezed out.
You know?
And
once not just the stores, but it was a bunch of repossessions. A lot of cars got repoed. A lot of homes got foreclosed on, repossessed. Who do you think gobbled it back up? The wicked elite, man.
Yeah.
You know, and then now what they're gonna do? They're gonna go back, resell the cars at a higher volume because of what? Hyperinflation.
Yeah.
That they did by pumping that fiat money into the system.
That funny money.
You see?
Yeah.
And then on top of it, the houses are at an all-time high, man. Why? Because they gobble the houses, but just like with the housing market when it crashed.
In 08, 09.
The mortgaging companies went and bought up all them houses, man.
Yep.
The same thing is happening. The rich is becoming richer and the poor is becoming poorer.
Exactly. And how are you going to Zakar'Yah?
You know,
how are you going to compete when these wicked elites are using these companies to pay $10,000 to $100,000 above asking prices for first-time homes, man, small homes. So this is all planned, man. This is why the Lord says exactly. It's a pandemic. They're using this you gonna use the code word, the royal, the Crown Royale, to take over, okay, to implement their system. All right. So, and all this is a process of the end being manifested, because we know in Job it says in the fullness of his sufficiency, you know, I'm paraphrasing, you know, he's gonna throw all these riches up, just when he thinks that his New World Order is set, you know, he's bringing in his digital currency, okay, the CBDC. The Lord is going to throw a monkey wrench in his plan. You got it, Shemaiah.
Verse 6. Even so,
I got a quick precept to back you up. This is Job chapter 20. I'll start at verse 15. It says, he hath swallowed down riches. You could break it down. It said Job 20 and 15. He hath swallowed down riches.
Who has swallowed down riches? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay? He has swallowed down riches. He has raped and robbed all these nations. Okay? And stole the spoils. And he's living lavish off of stolen spoils. Okay? These are the riches that he swallowed down. Okay? You got it. Also, by using you Israelites, you know, bringing y'all over here on cargo slave ships and building up this country with free labor, man. All of this are his spoils, man.
It says, Job 20 and 15, he hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. It says, Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asp. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for, he shall restore.
And he labored so hard to get all this.
In vain.
In vain. All for nothing.
He raped, robbed, stole, you know.
Yeah.
Stole people's identity, heritage, you know. He did all type of wickedness, man. All type of heinous acts, man, atrocities, man. Look at what he did to get this so-called land of milk and honey, man.
Yeah.
What he did to Gad, man. The Trail of Tears.
Trail of Tears, murdered their primary food source, the buffalo. Man, this man is the Lord say he's going to destroy them that destroyed the earth, man. This man is a devil that the Bible speaks of.
I got a precept.
Okay, you got it.
This is Job chapter 27, verse 8. For what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he hath gained, when Yahweh taketh away his soul?
Hey, and Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he's a prime example of a hypocrite.
Con.
Why do I say that? Because right on the back of your damn money, it says, in God we trust. This is supposed to be a God-fearing nation, man. You go to court, you get locked up. What do? They make you swear on the Bible,
Con.
right? But then again, they give rights to sodomites. They let little children change their plumbing. 4, 5, 6 years old. They give you drugs to suppress your hormones, right? But in God we trust, right? This is a God-fearing nation. They're hypocrites, man. They're liars, deceivers. That's what the word devil means, deceiver. Okay?
Con. You know, y'all thinking when we say devil, you thinking of a little red man that's under the earth holding a pitchfork and with horns. No. Like Zakar'Yah said, the word devil just simply means deceiver.
Hey, there's a movie from the 90s, right? It's called The Usual Suspects. That's one of my favorite movies. If you never saw it, go look it up. And the chief bad guy in the movie, they call him Kaiser Soze, right? And the dude, Kevin Spacey, was like, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he didn't exist.
Yep.
And that's what the so-called white man did, man.
Yeah.
You know? He put this whole thing, we're all human, inclusions, you know, he put races, he put the covering cast. Meanwhile, he's a fugitive and a vagabond. He's fighting, he's running from his judgment, man. You know, he's the wicked. You know?
Another precept.
Bring it out.
This is Job chapter 27.
Oh, Salaki, I was gonna say the greatest trick the devil ever pulled, right? What vocab he saying? The Edomites done away with.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
when that's a damn lie. The scripture said there's no end to the people,
There's
man.
no end to the exactly.
So that's the devil. He ain't because we can identify who the wicked is through the scriptures. Esau, Edom, per Malachi, they're the border of wickedness, man. You know, but nah, they done away with. Oh, we don't know who they are. You know?
Yeah.
That's the greatest trick he ever pulled.
And that's what he did, man. Hey, he changed the picture on his wanted sign and drew a little red man with horns and a tail.
Oh
yeah,
no,
that's the devil.
He paid the devil. Oh man, I gotta get it.
Oh yeah, hey, change up. Yeah, I already see. I feel you. Hey, you still holding that?
Yeah.
You got it.
Damn, how does it go? He
Job.
changed his likeness into angel.
Angel of
light.
light.
Angel of
Yeah,
light. That's
angel
what it
of
is.
light.
Yep.
Job chapter 28, verse 13. Chapter 27, verse 13. This is the portion of a wicked man with Yahweh, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty.
Hey, the so-called white man, isn't he the chief oppressor?
Oh yeah,
You had a movie called Wakanda. In Wakanda, they called him the colonizer.
The colonizer.
Man. You know, the Planet of the Apes. They said, shun him, man. He's the beast man. He will make a wasteland of your home and mine. You know, ours. You know, he's the harbinger of death, man. This man destroys everything. He destroys his own nation. He destroys his own habitat. He destroys the heavens out in space. He destroys the ocean, the water. He destroys your food. This man got to go down, man.
He has to, man. He definitely has to.
He ain't right.
GMO foods, you know, pollution. The man. Hey, how the hell do you pollute space? How is there space junk and space debris? Wherever this man goes, he has the same MO. You got it.
I got a quick one. I must be allowed to read. Salakia. This is Isaiah 24 and 15. It says, oh, I gotta go. I start at 4. Isaiah 24 and 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. This is the main point. The earth also is defiled. What does it mean for something to be defiled? Look that word up for me, Baba Kashad. Defiled. What does that mean? Because the scriptures say the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Meaning the rulers have defiled this place, man. Because we're not in the power seat. We don't have our own government, our own army. You know, we got to obey by the laws of the land, right? All right, so what does that word defile mean, Baba Kasha? Quick, somebody.
I got you.
Common dictionary, blue letter, it doesn't matter.
I got you. Defiled. To be unclean.
The earth is unclean. Hey, the people eat unclean animals, man. You know, the law, there's there's dietary law, man. The Most High told you what animals to eat and not to eat, man. For example, swine, a pig, that's an unclean animal. You know, you get all type of diseases, gout, diabetes, high cholesterol, when you disobey the Lord's dietary laws. You eat shrimp, crab, lobster, that's an unclean animal, man. Shrimp, crab, lobster, those are the roaches of the ocean, man. They clean the floor of the ocean. But to you, that's a delicacy, you know?
Because Esau, Edom said so. Everything that the Lord made defiled, Esau paints it as a delicacy. The Lord tells you not to eat the roaches of the sea, not to eat crab, not to eat lobster. But the so-called white man makes it a delicacy on his commercials through his witchcraft.
Not to mention,
makes it enticing.
Oh, and slavery. You love to eat that damn swine, right?
Con.
You know, you got something called a southern cuisine, soul food, right? And that was nothing but the scraps that they gave the slaves, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But now you make a delicacy out of it. You make a whole you know, celebration out of it.
And that comes, all that you know, combinates from not coming back to your heritage. Okay? Living, taking on the heritage that Esau gave you. Okay? You're black. Okay? It's not a lifestyle. That's a death style, man. Okay? From everything you eat, it's poison, soul food. Okay? All the fried foods, the pork, all this brings death, man. All this brings high blood pressure, gout. Need I say more?
And to finish it off.
I'm reading. I was reading out. Let me keep going. Slakia. It says, Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. So you got the definition. Keep going.
Yeah. Defiled, become impure.
I got a little bit more. Defile, Google, sully, mar, or spoil.
Mar means completely destroyed. Like the scripture says, you're not supposed to mar the corners of your beard, man. You know? So, I'm trying to get multiple precepts while y'all go. I got a bunch in my mind. So, back in Isaiah 24:5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws. The Lord even told you why. Because you claim that's why the brother brought out the hypocritical nation. They're hypocrite. You bring that out. The joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment, you wanted to bring that out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It says, because they have transgressed the laws, meaning broken, right?
Yeah.
It says, change the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Hey, in the scriptures, there's something called a land Sabbath. After every 7 years, you're supposed to let the land rest, you know? But this man sows and reaps year round, man. You know?
Hey, man. Hey, you know, everything is out of whack. Bring it out one more time, Baba Kusha.
Isaiah 24:5. I start at 4 again. And this is why the earth mourneth and fadeth away. Nothing is in its full strength, you know? Hey, the scriptures tell you that, what was that, a bushel of grape? Back in the day, in the ancient world, it took 2 men to carry a bushel of grape, man. Nothing is in its full strength. Well, hey, chiefly because this man genetically modifies everything. He engineers the shit in the lab. He's fucking Dr. Frankenstein, man. You know, he's a demon.
The definition.
He takes all the nutrients out of your food, right? And then puts the shit back in. You know, that's why he got something called refortified. He strips all the nutrients out of your bread, out of your sugar, your cereal. And then puts his chemicals in there, man. You know? This man is a devil. Hey, and then you wonder why the people aren't growing as tall, why your children are born with birth defects. You know? So it says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. It's haughty mean proud, because you can't tell these people nothing, man. Just like Esau, Edom, they got that, you know,
that same
know-it-all spirit. It says, therefore, could you show them the laws? You believe in God, you believe in a higher power, you believe in the Bible? Well, this is what the Bible said, right? Where they say, oh, the laws is done away with.
That's the Old Testament.
We under grace, you know? You can't tell them nothing. So it says, the earth, Slakia, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Hey, transgress the laws, man. What that made me think about is, this is going to be the first Olympics where a man was born a man, but he feels as if he's a woman, is going to take place in the weightlifting event. Okay, that's one way of transgressing the laws and turning things upside down. Okay, everything is out of whack here. Everything is out of it's this bizarro world now.
Bizarro. He turned everything upside down.
He turned everything upside down.
I got a quick one. It says Isaiah 24:10. Hey, and the scriptures call this place Babylon, right? And when you look up Babylon, Babylon means confusion. Goes back to the word Babel, right? Like a baby babbles, you know? You cannot, he speaks confusion, and that's what this place is.
It don't make any sense.
Nothing but confusion. You got even the roads, man. The roads is confusion. You got some roads one way, some roads two ways, you know? Some two lane. This place is confusion. You go on a damn interstate, a lot of times you get lost, man.
Yeah.
Even with the signs, because it's confusion. Nothing but confusion. So it says, the city of, Isaiah 24:10, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. Hey, you saw that, a precursor of that just now with when everything was locked down.
With the Crown Royale.
Yeah, it says, there is a crying for wine in the streets, all joy is darkened, the mirth of the land is gone out. It's gone. Hey, and that's what happened when, you know, motherfuckers were looking for answers.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Should we take the jab? Should we not? You know, what should we do? But hey, Esau deals with gradualism. We open things back up. Now they think it's peace and safety.
Yeah.
You know?
Before that sudden destruction comes.
You got it.
But yeah, that like you said, man, people don't remember what happened just a week ago. You feel me? Like, when this thing first kicked off, people were bugging out. People didn't know what was going on. Like Zakar'Yah said, man, they done got comfortable. You know, things are slowly opening back up. Okay, but like we said, like the Lord says, when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction shall come. And this next lockdown, which is going to come, is going to be a doozy. You're really about to see things amp up, okay, to the next level.
This is Job, chapter 20, verse 5. Verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment.
All right, and going back, you know, bringing it back full circle, man. Esau Edom is gonna come close in his mind to establishing his new world order. Okay, his digital currency. All right, you know, he's gonna Revelation 13:16 the people. All right, and in the fullness of his sufficiency, the Lord is gonna make him vomit it all back up.
I got a quick one, right?
I got one too after you.
I got two of them then. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe means destruction. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, hey, we're not talking about no man with no little pitchfork.
Hey, Khan.
All right? We're talking about Esau Edom. All right?
Hey, Khan.
It says, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. A short time to do what? Establish his new world order, his new system.
To fulfill his enterprise.
This new system that's about to be ushered in, this digital system.
Khan.
You know?
Yeah, he has definitely but a short time. This is Job chapter 5 and verse 12. And it reads, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. All right? And the he is Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. And the enterprise that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is trying to put together is this new world order, man. All right? This new world order. This cashless society. All right? Give me control of a country's money and I care not who makes the laws. All right? That's the main event, man. That's the main event. To chip the people, man. Okay?
Read that again, Baba Kasha.
This is Job chapter 5 and 12. And it reads, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
I got the definition of crafty, right? It says off of Google, crafty, clever, at achieving one's aims by indirect or deceitful methods. And that's how this, he's a serpent.
Yep.
You know? His words are smoother than butter, but war's in his heart. He's plotting on you. All his meetings, everything is done in secrecy, man. You know, that's his power, secrecy. You know?
Moving in the shadows, man.
It says, involving the making of decorative objects and other things by hand. So he deceives you with his gifts, man, and his technologies, his miracles. That's what it says. His miracles, he shall, in Revelation, somebody get that for me?
Which one?
His miracles, he shall deceive.
Yeah, the nation.
I got a quick one. This is Psalms chapter 83. I'll start at 1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo means look, for lo, look, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Khan.
Hey, they always plotting against Jake, Yasharala, you tribes, you so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Hispanics, Latinos, North American, Seminole Indians. They always plotting on you, you know?
At their UN meetings, their G7 summits, or whatever.
You're the topic at hand, man.
The topic of discussion,
and
man.
you ain't invited. What you think they talking about? How to cut you off, how to destroy you.
Yep.
You know? And they've been trying to destroy us, but you can't. The more, just like in the time of Egypt, the more Pharaoh put oppression and hell on the children of Israel, the more they multiplied. So the same thing, they can't understand it. The more they feed us poisons, the more they destroy us, the more we multiply. You know?
Because the measures of life and death are up to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Yo, they put lead pipes in our damn neighborhoods, right? Feed us lead water. You have you bathe in lead. Look at Flint, Michigan. How these niggas, it's not dead yet. You know? We give them the worst food. Hey, we have them eating at McDonald's and shit, you know? How are they not dead? You know?
Yeah, Khan.
It says, for Psalms 83 and 2, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. Verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel, Yasharallah, may no more be in remembrance. And they show you that in Roots. You remember when they was beating the hell out of Toby?
Toby.
He was like, what's your name? What? He was like, Kunta. It wasn't Kunta, it was a Hebrew name, okay? That's that bullshit, that Babylon juice, right? That deception. But he was beating his nationality out of him. You know, and finally he broke.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Khan.
I got that.
But hey, he broke at the moment, but he really couldn't break his spirit. Because remember, Kunta kept trying to run away, man.
Yeah.
They had to chop the nigga foot off, you know? So it says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may no more be in remembrance. Matter of fact, they said, we are the people. And how dare you say you are the people, you know?
Yep.
You're an anti-Semite.
Yeah.
How you mean you're an Israelite? We're the Jews, man, you know? You're black. You're colored.
Oh,
you're spit. You know.
It's a crime to say that you're the people of the book.
And you're anti-Semitism.
Oh my
If you're
man.
an Israelite, what that make us? The devil the Bible speaks of. So
and that's how you know. And that's how you know who's running things, man. You know who's in charge. Who you can't speak about. All right. Yeah, man. They coming from everywhere.
I got that precept on the seed.
Esau's like fucking Voldemort. He who shall not be named, man. You can't even speak on Esau, man. You know? You gotta walk. You can't talk about them so-called Jays. You know?
Yeah. I'm gonna put that precept on the seed you told me to pull.
Let me finish this slide. Let me finish. You got it. It says they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may no more be in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. And I told that's them UN meetings, them Bilderberg groups.
Yep.
All the nations, them Arabs, Ishmael, you know, them Gooks, Moab, Ammon, them Japanese, you know, all the nations, but none of the tribes. What do you think? What do you think they're discussing? They're discussing this new world order, this new agenda, this new cashless system that they're about to roll out, man. And who's gonna lead? How they're gonna do it? Who's gonna run? The ins and outs, man. Crafty counsel, you know. Order out of chaos, man. They're gonna crash this fiat system and usher in this new wave.
Exactly.
Problem, reaction, solution. They're bringing in the problem. You know, the reaction is gonna be chaos, and then they got the solution is the chip, right?
And they were saying something like right after the meeting with Biden and Putin that I can't remember. Putin ended up making it mandatory.
They said mandatory at least 60% of all citizens living in Moscow that work in public settings, whether it's movie theaters, malls, they all have to get jabbed.
Because they're all in cahoots.
All in cahoots, man.
Don't let them trick you. They're all with this new world order.
Let me restate that. So basically, 60% of everybody in Moscow work public jobs. So all of them have to get the jab. So 60% of all the people living in Moscow got to get the jab, or they got to leave and find somewhere else to work.
It says, for they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. Then it goes on to list all the nations. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, so on and so forth.
That's the Esau, the Arab.
All the nations, man. All of them. The Hamites, the Goops, all of them. They're all confederate against Yasharallah, man.
Yeah, man.
And I'm talking about the top elites, man, not the average Joe citizen. Just like the average American don't know what the hell is going on. But the elites, they know. They're juiced in, man. You know?
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 13. And he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Hey, he did that at Hiroshima and Nagasaki. He dropped bombs on them, completely annihilated them, man. And hey, he didn't even have to drop the second bomb. He did that just to show his might, his force, showing you how much of a devil he is.
Right.
Hey, go ahead, you got it.
And deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
So like the miracles, all his technology, all you know.
Hey,
his smartphones, his internet, his 5G, his Bluetooth,
Project Blue Beam, or I think that's what it's called. All of his technology, man. These are miracles in the sight of the nations, man.
And then ultimately the chip, man.
Yeah.
When he presents that chip, it's gonna do great wonders. It's gonna make hey, you got Elon Musk. You got Elon Musk talking about the neuro chip. It's gonna make blind people see. Paraplegics walk again. You know. So with the miracles, hey, his miracles now. He put a pacemaker inside of you. You know, he put a pig heart in you, a pig lung. You know. And
not only that, it's gonna be outpatient surgery, man. It's gonna be you can literally walk in, sit down. This man has made a machine, a robot that can do the surgery in less than like an hour. Cut open a slot in your skull, implant the chip, you know, put it back, and you can literally get up and walk out.
Hey, they show you that in Elysium. That's how they want it to be. So the people that's left behind, you know, they're gonna be catching hell, all type of ailments, and they're gonna want to go, you know.
They won't try to get to Elysium.
And remember, when they got to Elysium, you had to have that chip on you because the machine wouldn't read you.
It wouldn't read.
Remember her daughter? She wanted to get healed. She went in the machine.
She put them in there. It wouldn't work.
Had to read them. Yeah. So hey,
man, these
we in them
people are
times,
the devil, man.
In them times.
These people are the devil.
Go ahead. You was reading that again?
Yeah.
Oh well, that was the
point. Go back to that second Esdras 9.
All right. Hey, so you should be considering these things, man. Like the brother said, measure the time diligently in itself. Seeing all the prophecies coming to pass, you should know we're not at the time of the beginning. All right, we're not in the time of Genesis. We're not in the time of Exodus, Leviticus. We're not in the middle of the book either, man. We're at the end of the book. Okay, the time of destruction. Bring down in Ecclesiastes. I had you hold.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was just about to get.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, the spirit.
Scripture tells you it's a time and place for everything, man. It's a time to love.
I got it. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and I'm just gonna start from the top. And it reads, to everything there is a con. To everything.
The main point is gonna be at the end, I believe, towards the end. So skip around.
Con. To every Ecclesiastes 3 from the top. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the sun,
under heaven. The brother brought out in Job, the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. There's it was a time period for the wicked to rule, man, and that time is almost up. How we know he's the wicked? How we know the so-called? We keep saying Esau, Edom, the so-called white man is the wicked. How do we know that? His track record, his MO.
You judge a man by his actions,
his modus operandum.
And speaking on the wicked, I just seen that movie called The 12 Orphans over there where they had the Dust Bowl, And you know, they was just showing it how during the Dust Bowl it was a hard time. You had all these kids who was orphans. It made it look like these Edomites was suffering. But the movie don't talk about the fact that they killed all the damn Indians that was on that land and ran them across damn near all across the whole another country. Took the land. They started reaping all the fields so much that they start tearing up all the trees and the grass, and that's one of the main reasons the Dust Bowls happened. But they glorify in their image, and they think they present themselves in the image of God, but they're devils, man.
This Harvard graduate, she said she classifies the so-called white man, Edomites, as psychopaths, man.
They are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's you know. Hey, what's the definition of a psychopath?
They have no conscience, man. They have no conscience.
Get the definition of a psychopath.
Yeah.
So it says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
I was saying, you know how they psychopathic? Go on YouTube, right, and look up what they say the Illuminati, the wicked elite do. Some of the rituals, man. They're sadistic, man. They lock their children in cages. They deprive them of food. They do all type of wickedness, man. Look at what the military does, the CIA. They got look up MK Ultra. I was watching Hulu.
Yeah.
They got a series about MK Ultra, and it's actual footage, man, of how they was fucking what you call it, torment and torturing the actual U.S.
That shock
military
therapy and stuff.
U.S. Citizens, soldiers, man. They was doing all type of sleep deprivation, food deprivation, light, all type of wickedness to see how to break the psyche, man.
Hey,
it's on Hulu, MK Ultra.
hey,
You know,
they give you a definition.
to show you that they got no sympathy, no nothing.
The wicked are estranged from the womb, man. They just can't get right. That's the way they're made.
Yep.
Okay. The adversary to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, law, statutes, and commandments, man.
And the Lord had to make him that way because the Lord made him the perfect adversary, the perfect opponent. Because anybody in their right mind, why would you try to come up against your power, your creator? That's common sense. Well, who in their right mind would do that? So the Lord had to deprive him of wisdom. He had to bug him the hell out. He gave him that pride. That the scripture said the pride of his heart had deceived him. His terribleness have deceived him. Hey, going back to the blessing of Isaac, right? Isaac blessed Esau with the sword, right? And the fatness of the earth. So he feels the Lord is with him. Hey, the Lord blessed me with the stick. I'm ruling.
Right,
you know?
right.
Yeah.
Hey, he must be with me.
But come on now. How you gonna go up against the man that gave you the blessing? Who gave you the stick? That's insanity, man. That's insanity.
And this is perfect precept to follow up with the definition of psychopath.
Did you even read it?
Did you read it?
No. But I'm gonna read this Genesis real quick.
No, let me hold. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, but I got it. This is Genesis chapter 27, verse 40, and this is referring to Esau when he got his blessing. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and thou shalt serve thy brother. And that's a future prophecy. And here's the definition of psychopath.
And that's why he gonna come down with great wrath.
Yeah.
He know that's his latter end. His future judgment is slavery. You reap what you sow. It tells you that in Revelation. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. He that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. You know, here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So he knows there's a payback coming.
Recompense.
Double. He gonna get double. You know?
Exactly.
And here's the definition of psychopath: a person suffering from chronic mental disorder with abnormal or violent social behavior.
Hey, show you going back to Cain. Cain was bugged the hell out.
Yeah.
He slayed his brother. Hey,
he killed Abel.
Hey, go back to Cain and Abel, right? Why did he kill Abel?
Because he was jealous of the sacrifice.
Because Abel gave a righteous offering. He did what the Lord said to do, right?
Offering.
This demon, this devil got mad. Now he's jealous of the. Hey, I watched the movie. I hadn't seen it in a while. It's called Year One.
I remember Year One with
that shit's hilarious. It's accurate though. It got a lot. It got a lot of shit in there with Cain and Abel. They went to Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah,
there was a lot of shit in there, man.
Jack Black. Yeah.
And the dude with the take the strong hand, the wheelchair. He's in that.
I love that movie, bro.
But it's a lot of. It was accurate. It showed you the spirit that was on Cain, man.
Yeah.
You know, and then he showed you how he's insane in the membrane after he slayed his brother. Yahweh came down to him. Asked him, he questioned him. Where's your brother Abel? He lied. So Esau was a murderer and a liar from the beginning.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be bugged out.
Psychopath.
Hey, and that's why Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah put that mark on him, that mark of leprosy, man. Okay, to give you a clear identification of who the wicked is. Okay, thus saith the Lord.
I got a quick one.
When you read throughout Leviticus, okay, what is it? Anytime the Lord cursed someone, he cursed them with leprosy, leprosy of the hair. Blonde hair is a curse. When he made Miriam's skin white as snow for talking for Miriam and Aaron, I believe, talking against Moses.
Yep.
He made her skin leprous, white as snow.
And
she had to sit.
Aaron said, "Put not this curse of this sin upon us."
Yeah, make her
Yep.
not look as one that's dead. But
Yep.
see, your churches ain't gonna read these scriptures to y'all. Okay?
It's a blessing to look like the white man. It's a blessing to have yellow, stringy hair. And like you said, that's a curse, man, because we have melanin, right? Melanin protects us from the sun. The Lord stripped Cain of his melanin.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All the nations at one point were dark. Even the Moab, Ham, they were all dark nations, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
so that's why he said, if you put this mark upon me, anyone that see me is gonna slay me. Why? Because you look weird. You're
stand
a weirdo.
out. You're a weirdo.
Hey, show you in Africa. Them damn albinos, they chop their arms off, they cook them, they eat them.
Oh yeah.
They're heathens. But yeah, you stand out. That's what Cain did. Don't put that. The punishment is more than I can bear.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's why he went to Canaan. Remember they said, take not a wife, going back to Esau. He said, take not a wife of Canaan. Them Canaanites and them Africans, man, they were black as fuck.
He went and tried to get the darkest wife to try to get that melanin back, man.
And that's why they obsessed with tanning.
Yeah.
He'll risk dying to get that melanin back.
Oh, man.
But you a black porch monkey though, right? Show you how he's a hypocrite and a demon. I got a quick one. This is Psalms chapter 58, verse 3. It says, oh man, I gotta start at 1. Psalms 58 and 1. Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? And we know that the sons of men, that's talking about the sons of wicked. The wicked, chiefly Esau, Edom, and then the other nations, man, because they're in the power seat.
Yeah.
The sons of the power, us, Yasharallah, we're low, we're at the bottom. So the Lord, you know, he's really asking the rulers, all right? Do you indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do you judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? And that's a rhetorical question, you know? He knew the answer.
He already knows the answer.
No, hell no. Just look at how the, you know, look at how things are being ran. Verse 2, it says, yea, and in heart ye work wickedness. Yea, it said, yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. So you know, that's how, you know, according to how much wickedness, that's how much you think you accomplished, you know? How much you destroyed, how much you raped, how many people you got in subjection.
And he justified that weight balance. He justified it.
Well, I did kill a lot of people, but I got all the gold. You know? I got all the resources. You know,
I'm winning.
The means
I'm winning.
Outweigh the.
That's Salakia. That's like you playing a game, right? The coach telling you go out there and run plays. Y'all ain't running the plays. Y'all just out there, you know, free playing park basketball, and y'all winning. You're like I'm winning. What?
Straight ISO.
Yeah.
No team ball.
No team ball.
Ain't nobody getting no stats, nigga. you ain't getting no assists. You just scoring all the points.
Like, yo.
Some Wilt Chamberlain type shit.
Yeah, you're not going to win the chip like that. Hey, I'm winning. We undefeated. You don't get it, man. You got it.
It said, do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? It said, yea, in heart ye work wickedness. It said, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So these damn devils, hey, there was a YouTube video that went viral. Remember that little white girl? She said, who robbed you? Or so,
who ate the cookie?
And she was like,
it
was a black guy. It was a black man.
Yeah. Damn demon, bro.
From birth, bro. It's that perpetual hatred. It says, their poison, what's the poison? Their words.
The philosophies, man. That wine.
Hey, if his lips are moving, he's lying, man. He's plotting on you. It says, their poison is like the poison of a serpent. Yeah, just take the jab, you know? We ain't vet it. You know, don't worry about it. We ain't fully tested out, but it's safe for you.
Yo,
we don't know what's going to happen to you 8 years down the road. But don't worry about it.
Yeah. And look, when they first came out with this the jab, what did they say? All right, if you take whatever brand you choose, you have to take the same 2 doses, the same brand. Okay, now they came out and say, it don't matter. You can mix and match. You can take Pfizer with Moderna. You can take, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So listen, they're making this stuff up as they go.
Ooh, they just telling you what you want to hear.
What you want to hear.
They're charming you.
Yeah.
You know, you know the shit is for your demise. You know it ain't no good for you, man.
Yeah.
You know deep down inside, but
Yeah.
you want to hear smooth things. You
Yeah.
want to be lied to.
They worrying
You
about
know
if
you
they-
about to get screwed, but you want some sweet talking behind it.
Bro,
you know?
no. But
Just use some Vaseline, please.
Hey.
You know?
The funny thing is that though, everybody who has taken the jab, man, when you speak to them, they didn't even want to take it themselves.
They
They
forced into
felt
a
some type
corner.
of way. They felt some type of way about taking
the
it.
first set of people took it voluntarily, but most people that are taking it now are being pressured.
Yeah.
They want to travel. They want to keep
Yep.
their job. They don't want to be ostracized. They want to fit in. You at the job now. Everybody done took the jab now at the job.
Yeah.
Now you looking stupid. You ain't taking it yet. You looking stupid.
You the only one
now
wearing a
everybody
mask.
shunning you and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to fit in.
They
Like the
shunning you.
scriptures say, broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Con.
You know? So Salaki, it says, their poison is like the poison of a serpent. Another clue. The Lord always drops clues. It says, they are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. It says, break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth, because that's where their power is, their legislation, their laws.
Yep.
You know, his words, man, smoother than butter. He used a lot of big words, man. We go through the Bible, it's plain. But he got all type of eschatology and all this type of shit, right?
Yeah.
The study of the end. Why you ain't just say that, nigga? You know?
Keep it simple, stupid.
Exactly. It says, break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord Yahweh. That's pretty
Alright.
much it. I could go keep going, but that's the point.
I got a
Go
precept.
ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, verse 1. Surely vain are all men by nature who are ignorant of Yahweh, and could not out of good things that are seen know him, that is, neither by considering the work did they acknowledge the workmaster. And that's what these Edomites do. They don't acknowledge Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. And simply put, it says, vain are they, and we know who are vain. We know who was made in vain. Esau, Edom.
Hey, that's just science called so falsely, man.
Yeah.
He's smarter than the Most High. You know, he could like what? Read that again.
Surely vain are all men by nature who are ignorant of Yahweh, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him, that is, neither by considering the works.
Hey, prime example. They got these people talk about the earth is flat, man. You can see certain things. You look up, everything is round, the different planets around. Why would we be on a flat, you know, but they so smart in their own mind, you know. Simple thing, nature, for example, a man and a woman, male, female, you know. Things that are obvious, they're vain, they're wise in their own conceits, man. Oh, a boy was born with male organs. Nah, that don't mean that. He feels that, you know, complete confusion.
And speaking on that, I seen a video just yesterday. It was at a spa. The lady was complaining because they let a transgender man go into the lady spa area, and they could see his penis, and the kids seen his penis, and they was yelling at the front desk, who was a Moab, you know, a Chinese dude working. They was like, this dude, why you got him in the woman's area? And the dude was like, well, that's the rules, you know. He identifies as a woman. They're vain, man. All these wicked heathen nations are vain, man. Straight vain.
Hey, man, they're completely destroying all the morals, man. They want no morals, you see? And then what you did was you opened up Pandora's box by giving them nasty people rights. You opened Pandora's box, man. Now all the pedophiles, all the weirdos can you know, slide in. We're the alphabet group now, you know.
Well, that's
God
all,
made me this way.
That's what it's all about, man. A lot of this stuff, man, is ultimately to target the children.
Of course.
That's what all this is about. This ain't.
Hey, because as an adult, you're mature. Your mind, your experiences, your mind. It's hard to change you, man. A lot of people are stubborn in their ways, so you gotta get them young, mold the mind. That's why they indoctrinate your children, man. They force you to go to that public school system and learn their curriculum.
And now they're teaching all this
when they're vulnerable, you know. They're molding the mind.
And just seeing that video, it grieved my spirit, man. It vexed my spirit, because while she was complaining, a damn Edomite dude came over there like, you're being ignorant, man. You're being ignorant. Telling her she's being ignorant because her child just seen another transgendered man's dick in the woman's spa area.
Hey, it's spiritual sodomy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's you wanted that, man.
Yeah, this is where this world is. This is where this world is leading to, man.
Hey, and who cares? The women already walk with their asses out, their breasts out. What's the difference? Equal rights, right?
Yeah.
Equal rights, equal lefts.
Yeah, you're right. You got a point.
Yeah,
the women walk around half naked, so why not these damn weirdos? What's the difference? Their lips be out. You can see the damn camel toes.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Yeah. Well, they do that already with the climax of Pride Month, man.
They put it all over the TV any damn way.
Yeah.
Public television, you see two men kissing, nudity. You see all type of nudity on the TV now. This place has got to go, man.
Gotta go. ESPN
but these people love it here. They love, this is it. This is heaven. You know, they can't wait. You know,
and to show you that it's an agenda, man. It's an agenda to bring this out in the mainstream media, man. This type of stuff, even if you live that lifestyle, that should be in between you and your significant other in your homes for nobody to see. You know what I'm saying? So it's all an agenda. It's an agenda to get to the kids, and it's an agenda to make things that are not normal, that are abnormal, the norm.
It goes back to the New World Order. The New World Order, they had to dumb society down. They had to demoralize society in order to bring in that chaos, man. You know, that started really like in the 60s, man. They brought in the feminist movement, right? Women's rights. They brought in a lot of these so-called black conscious leaders. The Black Panther, all of those were orchestrated and set up, man.
Right.
Different things to demoralize and get you away from the true standard, man. This is the standard. If you go outside the scriptures, you're going off, man.
Straight off.
Hey, and like you said, that's what what's his name? Damon Williams, I think.
Lamont from Sanford.
Yeah, from Sanford and Son, man.
Hey, don't he remind me of Apostle Gabar, man. I always thought he reminded me of Elder Apostle Gabar, man.
Especially now in his older age.
I always thought that from the jump, man.
Yeah, man.
Lamont always reminded, you big dummy. Well, he was dropping jewels, man.
Yeah, he was dropping jewels, talking about how these Edomites, funded MLK. You know what I mean? So basically, all your
leaders were paid and bought for, man.
Exact, to push an agenda. All right, to
Al
integrate.
Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, every last one of them was paid and bought for, man.
Hey, but this is why this place is going to be destroyed. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. I'm gonna jump to 3. A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. Okay, and we are in the midst of the time to break down. Okay, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is bringing down Babylon, man.
Hey, it's a time to build your spirit up, to build your mind up for what's about to take place on this earth.
Yeah.
Gird up your loins like a man. Get this oil in your vessel. Get this truth, this wisdom and knowledge. It's what's going to keep you stable.
Exactly.
Also building what? The tabernacle of David.
Yep.
You know, the 144,000 men, the elect, the 1/3 we're building, right? The nation.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We're definitely
while we're building, Esau's about to get destroyed. Go down.
Hey, like he said, weigh the balance of the scales, man. And you see the scales tipping in favor of Yasharallah. All right? Quan Yasharallah.
Well, the elect do.
The hopeful elect, Khan. We see it.
Khan.
It says, you holding something, Shemaiah?
Nah, keep going.
It says, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh.
Now is the time to weep. You should be in the spirit of mourning.
The house of mourning.
Not in the spirit of mirth, man. Why? You should be praying to the Lord to have mercy upon you in this time that's about to take place on the earth.
Yeah.
Not to be all proud. You know, I'm saved. I'm good. I got saved. You know, I got saved in '88. You know.
And here's the thing: how are you saved when nothing has happened yet? Nothing has happened. The Lord says, "Those that endure to the end shall be saved." So how are you saved if you haven't even endured anything?
What are you saved from?
What are you saved from? Okay, Matthew the 24th chapter talks of Jacob's trouble, a time like never before, race wars, famine, pestilence. Okay. Death on a massive scale. All right, this is what we're praying and hoping that the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua keeps the hedge of protection around us from, like He did with Job, man. Okay. So it says, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. Hey, and we in a time to refrain from embracing, man.
Right.
Okay?
Can two walk together? At least
Can
they
two
be-
walk together? You got it? Yeah, can two walk together unless they be agreed? All right?
Be not unequally yoked with unbelievers.
It's con.
Con.
You know, get away from these people that are still in the world, man, that are not taking heed to the warning signs and the seasons, okay? And these destroying winds that are fastly approaching us, okay?
Hey, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Exactly. That's all you can do.
I got a precept.
You got it.
Yeah, this is James chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers, which is everybody, man, we all fall short. Ye adulterers.
And ultimately, spiritual adultery.
Con,
We went
con.
because we're married unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. There's
Yeah.
only one power, man. The power of Israel, Yasharallah. The power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. There are no other gods, man.
Con.
All the other gods are idols, man. Vain.
Con.
You know, they were brought about by the vain imaginations of men.
Con.
You know, they were fastened and made by the hands of men.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
Con.
Hey,
Go ahead.
that's it. Go ahead.
Ye adulterers.
Oh, spiritual adult, that's what it's like. Yeah, so we're married unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right? We're likened unto a comely bride, and that's what we're doing. We're bidding you back to the marriage, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai turned his back on us, man. He gave us a bill of divorce. Why? Because we kept whoring after other gods,
Yeah.
following these other nations, okay?
Con.
Whether it's
Allah, worshiping that rock, worshiping that
The
white man,
cobblestone.
the other white meat, Caesar Borgia, right? Roman Catholicism, you know?
Man, I got a whole precept on a whole,
Go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, a whole,
You got it.
A whole precept on that.
And they still whoring after other gods,
Con,
following
con.
all these pagan customs and holidays. And they know they're paganistic. Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, your
Con.
birthday. Those are idol, pagan holidays. You can Google it. It tells you it's pagan, a paganistic custom. But
Con.
yet they still keep them. Because the laws are done away with. You can just do what you want. YOLO, you only live once.
Yeah.
Do as thou will. That's the doctrine of devils. Aleister Crowley pushed that. Do as thou will.
A Satanist.
YOLO,
Yeah.
a Satanist.
Yeah.
The founding fathers, that's what they did.
Yeah.
Masons. You can Google this shit. Back in the day, it was a conspiracy. You can Google. It's all public record.
Con.
Go ahead.
Con. And this is a beautiful breakdown of the Most High speaking directly to all those people who
Speak
worship.
loud, bro.
This is a direct message from Yahweh speaking to all those people who seek the Most High and every other thing besides Him, whether it's in nature, okay, whether it's in these false gods and idols and so on.
Mother Earth, right?
Mother Earth, Con.
Mother Africa. She's the mother of us all. All this
Con.
nonsense, this folly. The
man.
black woman, she's God. They looking everywhere but to the one true living power.
Con. This
Looking
is,
for love in all the wrong places.
Con.
this
Oh,
is Wisdom
man.
of Solomon, chapter 13, starting at verse 1. Surely vain are all men by nature who are ignorant of Yahweh and could not out of the good things.
Did we just bring that up?
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep reading on. Surely vain are all men by nature
Break it down.
who are ignorant of Yahweh and could not out of good things that are seen know him that is, neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster, but deemed either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the stars.
Hey, that go back to them damn Babylonians, man. Them damn Hamites.
Con.
They were worshiping the sun god, Amun-Ra.
Con.
They were worshiping the damn, even Gad was doing that shit. Worshiping the wind, you know,
Con.
worshiping the eagle, the owl, worshiping
Con.
fire.
And that's
Hey, they
what
showed you that in Game of Thrones, the fire god. You remember?
Yeah, and that's what that's going into, man. The things that Yahweh created, you have turned into gods and idols, man.
You worshiping more than the creator.
You exactly, and it
work-
makes no sense.
You go, you cut that tree down and you put it in your house and worship it. You put presents under it, right?
Con.
Going back to Nimrod, you know?
Yeah,
Con.
Go ahead.
But deemed either.
And they keep them customs faithfully.
Con.
You
Con.
have relationship, a husband and a wife. Say two men, a man and a woman get together, right? And you say, "Yo, baby, I love you, but I don't want to keep them valid. I don't them
Anniversaries and-
them heathen customs."
Yep.
It'll cause a split.
Of
you know?
course, of
They
course.
rather break up and keep them customs than, you know.
exactly.
Go ahead.
Surely, come, slack it. But deemed either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the stars of the swift air or the circle of the stars or the violent water or the lights of heaven to be the gods which govern the world.
Hey, man, really, Jake started that shit, man. Going back to Greece, Jake was doing that shit, man. All them Zeus, Poseidon.
Yep.
Those are Israelite. Those are Israelite foreigners that were coming up with them Hellenists. They came up with them gods, because really they were just taking the attributes of Yahweh and bastardizing it, defiling it, man, mixing it with them pagan customs.
Yep.
Kind of like what Constantine did with the Council of Nicaea. He mixed paganistic holidays and customs with Hebrew Israelite customs, man. Go ahead.
With whose beauty, if they being delighted, took them to be gods, let them know how much better Yahweh of them is. For the first author of beauty hath created them, but if they were astonished at their power and virtue, let them understand by them how much mightier is he that made them. For by the greatness and beauty of the creatures proportionately the maker of them is seen. But yet for this they are less to be blamed, for they peradventure err, seeking Yahweh and desiring to find him. So there's Yahweh is explaining simply that they're erring. They're seeking some God, but they're erring. They look in every direction, but in the wrong direction. It says, for being conservative in his works, they search him diligently and believe their sight. So they believe they found their God.
They're carnal. They're not spiritual, because the scriptures say we walk by faith, not by sight. Esau Edom is a carnal man. The scriptures say he accomplished a diligent search. He searches things out. It's like science. You know, he has a hypothesis. He makes an educated guess. Then he goes and he has like, for example, the flood, right?
Yep.
He knows there's records of it, but he doesn't believe it. You know, he had to actually go and dig the fucking shit up, find the gopher wood. You know, he has to go have a team of archaeologists go dig some shit up. Okay, that's true. We can physically touch it. You know, they have to see it. You know, that's why he doesn't believe in Yahweh, because he's never seen it.
And the most I got this last precept for all those people who looking in the wrong places.
Hey, they got a saying in the world: seeing is believing. But the righteous, we walk through the spirit.
Yeah, we walk by faith, not by sight.
Hey, that was what he said. There shall be. He said a wicked and adulterous nation seeketh after a sign. But he said there shall be no sign but the sign of Jonah, meaning the prophets. The men out here sighing and crying, going through these scriptures, breaking it down, going through the news, and filtering it through the scriptures. That's your sign. Go ahead.
For being conservative in his works, they search him diligently and believe their sight, because the things are beautiful that are seen.
Hey, so they believe that there's only one life. YOLO. They can't see the spirit. He done dissected you, cut you apart. He done did all type of shit. Hey, you must only live once. You know, there's no such thing as reincarnation.
And this was the Most High got to say to them all. Howbeit, neither are they to be pardoned. So the Most High is not gonna pardon them, man. Period. And it says, for if they were able to know so much that they could aim at the world, and that's what Esau Edom do. He want to know all things.
He want to be as God.
He want to be as the Most High. For if they were able to know so much that they could aim at the world, how did they not sooner find out Yahweh thereof? So everybody's searching, but they only searching and finding the things they want.
Yep.
They erring. They not finding the Most High, man.
I got a quick one.
Because everybody is a la carte. They're not eating the whole roll. They pick and choosing what they want to believe. They believe this and they believe that. Oh yeah, we could be the Israelites, but they don't want to believe the whole Bible.
Exactly, man.
No, that don't mean that.
Yeah, man.
They just whatever feels good, whatever, you know. They're emotional. Go ahead.
Sticking it. Hold on.
I got a quick one if you ain't got one.
Yeah, you got it.
Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord Yahweh, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon.
Hey, all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shah with that one.
So I got a quick one going into
a little bit more. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord, Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways. So you steady watching, trying to figure shit out. We only got a little bit of knowledge, man. The Lord said his ways are beyond finding out, man. He's the Ancient of Days, man.
Oh,
you
man.
know? So you gonna bug yourself out trying to figure out the Lord, man. How the hell did the Lord, does the waves go out and come back in every day on the money, high tide, low tide? How does that happen? How, can you measure the air? You know?
Can you weigh a flame, a fire? Yeah.
Can you add an inch to your height?
Exactly.
To your stature? You know?
They say knowledge puffeth it up, man. They got all this worldly knowledge. They puffed up, man.
Hey, you got more on that? Salakia.
So it says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So the Lord is way above, surpassed you, man. You know? Go ahead.
Yeah, you can't even try. So yeah, just going back into the idol worshiping, man. All right, this is just a quick one. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, and I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, "For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of power they are become an abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise." All right, and this is going into these idols, man. This Jesus Christ, this Jesus Christos, okay, Allah. You know, I think they call it the cobblestone. All these idols, man. Okay, Israel, Yasharallah, has the one and only true power. Okay, all these other idols are just stumbling blocks. Okay, it says, "For the devices of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication." To back up Zakar'Yah's point earlier,
that fornication is what? Adultery. You know, foreign after them, following them other gods, because you're married unto Yahweh Shem Shai.
Exactly. It says, "For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. For by the vain glory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come."
Going back to Nimrod, when you go to that story,
yep.
Remember, her son died. Her son Nimrod was in the power seat. He had everybody in subjection. They feared him. They loved him. And after he died, the mother said his spirit went into the pine tree, and then that's why that's how she stayed in the power seat.
She was trying to keep the power.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it says, for by the vain glory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end. And Zakar'Yah just gave you an example of that. Nimrod, okay? The vain glory of men.
Yeah, she came up with that tree and that whole thing to stay in the power seat.
Exactly. It says, and now it's going to get in depth. It says, "For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he hath made an image of his child soon taken away, now honored him as a god, which was then a dead man, and delivered." So, and this goes into what is it? Jesus Christos. Okay, he was the image of so-called Jesus was the image of one of the sons of the Pope. I can't remember which one it was off the top of my head. Okay, and that's what this
Rodrigo.
It's something like that.
I forget.
I can't remember off the top of my head. Okay, but this is going down to the son dying, and from the father mourning, he made people to worship his son as a god. So it says, for a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he hath made an image of his child soon taken away, now honored him as a god, which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies of sacrifice. Hey, Nimrod put in the presents under the Christmas tree, okay? Thus, in process of time, an ungodly custom grown strong was kept as law. And graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings.
That's what I really was thinking about, was how our people put tattoos for the dead. You lose a loved one, you lose your child, you get them tattooed on your arm, your mother, your grandmother.
Yep.
And you worship that, man. You kind of idolize it. You know?
Yeah.
When you look at it, you remember it. You know.
Yeah.
That individual is dead, but you see it every day, and you make it a god. You know.
That's exactly what it is,
that's why
man.
the Lord said, "Make no cuttings in your flesh for the dead." You know.
Hey, couldn't have said it better myself. So it says, I'm going to read that back one more time. Listen carefully. It says, thus in the process of time, an ungodly custom.
It became a custom, an ungodly custom. You lose a loved one, you go down there, you get tatted up, man. It's just a custom.
Exactly. And this is why all these false idols, these false gods, a lot of them exist, man. Okay?
Oh, going back to your grandmother, for example, like Christmas, right? She knew, according to the scriptures, she wasn't supposed to follow Christmas, right?
Facts, yeah.
But what did she say when you asked her?
We're not supposed to, but we do, honey.
It's a custom. We're accustomed to doing it. We're accustomed to eating abominable foods.
Yeah.
We're accustomed to celebrating Thanksgiving. We're accustomed, baby. We've been doing it for years. We're accustomed to it, man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? You know?
This is what we do. And what does the scripture say?
We've been doing it for years.
We cast aside the laws and statutes of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai to follow traditions of men. Okay? So it says, thus in process of time, an ungodly custom grown strong was kept as a law, and graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings, whom men could not honor in presence because they dwelt far off. They took the counterfeit of his visage from far.
Kind of like, for example, Caesar. Caesar declared himself a god, you know?
Yep.
And they would have build statues to him, and they'd worship him.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly. It says,
no different than Serapis Christi, Serapis Christus, with the flower pot on his head, which is Caesar Borgia. That's who it is, Caesar Borgia.
Yep, exactly.
You know?
It says, when men could not honor in presence.
Remember, Leonardo da Vinci painted that. Remember that image?
That image, yeah.
Leonardo, and he was a homosexual.
Yeah, and he raped his sister.
The Borgias. I gotta go back and rewatch it. I forget all the history.
It was on Showtime.
Yeah,
it was a good series.
It should go.
I'm almost done. It says, whom men could not honor in presence because they dwelt far off, they took the counterfeit of his image, Salakia, of his visage, from far.
His bust. They made, like I said, a statue. They'll make a bust of Caesar.
Yep.
You know?
And made an express image of a king whom they honored, to the end that by their forwardness they might flatter him that was absent, as if he were present. Man, this is crazy. It says, also in the singular diligence of the artificer did help to set forward the ignorance to more superstition. For he, peradventure willing to please one in authority, forced all his skill to make the resemblance of the best fashion. And so the multitude, allured by the grace of the work, took him now for a god, which a little before was but honored as a man. And this was an occasion to deceive the world, for men serving either calamity or tyranny did ascribe unto stones and stocks the incommunicable name. So hey, that covers all the idols, man. All the idols. All right.
You can't impart. It says the incommunicable name. The name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you can't impart it on no damn idol. It can't pass that onto anything, man. He is, man. I am, you know? You know, it is what you can't fathom it. You can't make a damn, I can't go build a golden calf and, you know, you can't put it on that.
It's an inanimate object, man.
Exactly. It's incommunicable.
How can something,
what's that word? Let me look that up. I believe that's what that means. How you spell it? What's the word?
I-N.
Say it.
Incommunicable. Incommunicable.
I got it. Not able to be not able to be communicated to others. Like I said, you can't put that name on anything else, man. You know?
Yeah, man.
You can't put it on an idol. You know?
Can't do it.
That's why we don't worship, you know, the picture of Yahweh. We don't, you know, the idol.
Hey, but like you said, man, just like the days of old, man, there's nothing new. You know, this idol worship is at an all-time high. You know, now people are idols themselves, whether it's on social media, you know, Instagram, Facebook.
Social media has made the average Joe citizen an idol.
Why
do I say that? Because they're doing things for likes and views. You see? You know, that's what it is. You're thirsting after these Instagram thoughts. You know, you're worshiping them. Every day you're just constantly on their pages, swiping, you know. You're obsessed with them.
You're giving them your energy, man. You're giving them your energy. All right? So we got you holding something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 6, and this is simply going over the fact that, you know, it's not time to dwell in outer worship. It's not time to dwell in worldly things. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chamber, and shut thy door about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be passed over. This is the time where we're supposed to be separating ourselves from these idols, okay? Whether it's, you know, sports, entertainment, all these things in the world, okay? It says...
What is that talking about, though?
Yeah, you gotta...
Salakia,
go ahead.
What is that talking about? You pulled that precept. What is that talking about? Break it down properly.
Right.
You're absolutely right if you're using it spiritually, but what is that actually talking about?
All right. Come, my people, enter thou into my chamber and shut thy door about thee.
What is that
so
talking
that's
about?
That's entering into the words of the Most High, and understanding His lost precepts and statutes, understanding the Holy Spirit and dwelling in Him and Him in us. And hiding for a moment goes into the fact that you separating yourself from the world. You're being in spirit instead of being in the flesh.
Read that one more again.
Come, my people, enter thou into thy chamber.
Where's the chambers?
Tell me.
Keep reading.
Come, my people, enter thou into thy chamber, and shut thy door about thee.
Shut thy door about thee. Go ahead.
Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation.
You read too fast. That's what I'll be telling you. You got to slow down and understand what you're reading.
The chariot.
Slow down, brother. Calm down. Take a breath. Slow down. Breathe. Say woosah.
Woosah.
All right. It's learning. With all that get understanding. You're right using it spiritually, but what is that really talking about?
The chariots of the Most High.
There you go.
I could have gave it to you, but I want you to answer it. So go back and break it down correctly.
Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chamber.
The chambers are talking about into the chariots, man. Because as in the days of Noah, we're building a spiritual ark. We're out here fishing for the elect. All right? Not for everybody, because the Lord is going to destroy 2/3 of His own people. Get that for me, please, Baba Kasha. 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. You get that, Baba Kasha. Go ahead. So, hey, and it's going to mention the indignation of the Lord. The word indignation means righteous anger. So the Lord, right now, we're under grace, mercy, right? The time of Jacob's trouble is about to take place. Per Daniel 12:1, it says a time like never before. All hell is going to break loose, right? So now is the time to get your mind right, like the brother said. Seek the Lord. Inquire about salvation, how you can be saved, right? You know, how can I please the Lord? You know? Go ahead.
Come, my people, enter thou into thy chamber, and shut thy door about thee.
Hey, going back, I mentioned the flood, right? Noah, right? Noah was in that ark. Remember, the Lord destroyed all souls on the earth except 8 people. Noah, his wife, and his children, his sons, and their wives. 8 souls. he destroyed everything, right?
Con.
But remember, the scriptures say that the Lord closed the doors of the ark. That was that chamber. Because after the ark door closed, the indignation of the Lord took place. That flood, water bust out of everywhere. Because remember, in the time of the flood, Noah was building the ark for what, like 300 years, something like that? 200, 300 years, Noah prophesied, right? And in the time of the flood, it never rained on the earth. People don't understand that. And you say, well, if it never, how could that be? Because it's something called dew in the morning. The Lord made so much dew fall in the morning, every morning, that all the plants were watered. So when Noah said, hey, the Lord is going to destroy this place by a flood. Water's going to fall from the sky. It's going to destroy everything. They laughed at him. They mocked him. They said, you're crazy, Noah. They kept on in their wickedness until one day the flood came. And Noah entered into that ark, his chamber. And the Lord closed the doors. And everybody was destroyed. A second flood is coming. Get that also. A second flood is coming. But this time, it's going to be a flood of fire, thermonuclear destruction, intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's the second death, the lake of fire. Hell is not a place that you go under the earth and burn forever. That's wickedness. That's nonsense. Hell and heaven are conditions that take place on earth. All right? Right now, Israel, Yasharallah, we're in hell. We're at the bottom. You be at the job, right? Your boss is nagging you, right? You want to get off. You had working alone, your back hurting. You say, man, I'm catching hell at this job. You're not literally in hell. You're in a bad condition.
Bad condition.
Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he's in heaven. He's in the power seat. He can do whatever the hell he wants. I'm not talking about the average Edomite. I'm talking about the ruling class, the wicked elites, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Vanderbilts, the ones that never get speeding tickets, the ones that, you know,
that don't follow the same laws that
the ones you don't
average.
see, the hidden ones. You see them, you don't even know who the hell he is. You know, the trillionaires, not millionaires, trillionaires, the ones that hide behind corporations. They own Fox, CBS, NBC, Universal, Disney. All the same families under corporations called conglomerates. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead. They are in heaven. They eat the best foods. They live in the best places on the earth. They don't abide by the laws. You had a dude a couple years ago. Who was that? That pedophile that raped his daughter. No. The DuPont, the heir to the DuPont family. He raped his own daughter, man. No, brother.
Those people over there.
There was a right here in like right here in Texas, or in right here in the South somewhere. There was an heir to the DuPont family. Do you know who the DuPonts are? They manufacture tires. Like you never heard of
Duke tires?
Look up DuPont, please, Baba Kasha. I forget exactly what they own. What they're the heir to, but it's a.
That's not the ones that were on that documentary.
They were in the documentary.
The Devil Within or whatever?
No.
They own, that wasn't them. Okay.
Was that the DuPonts?
I think it was
It
the
might have
DuPont.
been. They own a bunch of things. But they're
Teflon with the
but they own, basically they're like the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, all right? And it was, you can Google it.
Yeah, DuPont family, predominant American family descended from Pierre Samuel DuPont, richest family in the United States.
Okay, so Google DuPont pedophile or rape child. Just put DuPont rape child. It should come up. I forget when it was, a couple years ago. It was.
It says Robert Richards, the IV, I forgot what number. I think this is 6. Was the 11th. Was in 2009 convicted of raping his 3-year-old daughter. Whoa.
Read it out loud, brother.
Yeah. Was Robert Richards, the IV, was in 2009 convicted of raping his 3-year-old daughter 7 years after she then five told relatives that she.
I don't know what you're reading.
Yeah, it's weird. It says Robert Richards IV was in 2009 convicted of raping his 3-year-old daughter.
So hold on. The heir to the DuPont family, Robert Richardson, right? He was convicted, meaning he was found guilty. It's not he was accused. He was found guilty of raping his 3-year-old daughter. We talked about psychopathic, sadistic. That's how the wicked elite are. I'm serious. When you Google them, you see all the wicked customs that they keep, man. They sacrifice little children, all type of weirdo wicked shit, man. Hold on, brother. I'm speaking. Calm down, brother. So, like I said, this is what I'm saying. How they're in heaven. They're in the power seat. They don't abide by the laws that we abide by. They don't get speeding tickets. They don't get fines. They don't pay property taxes. They print money out of thin air. They own everything, and they hide behind corporations. You'll never see their, you know, you look up who owns Disney, right? You'll think it's the Walton family. No, it's a corporation, man. Viacom or this or that and the third. That's how they operate. Secrecy.
In the shadows, man.
They're in, but like I said, those are the people that are in heaven. Go ahead.
In an alarming twist, the judge who sentenced the heir to...
In an alarming twist, because this isn't normal, man. This is strange. Like, how could this happen? Why? Because he's a noble. He's an elite. You know, he's a lord. He's not an average Joe Edomite.
Yeah.
Not in trouble as other people, man.
He's juiced in. Go ahead. He owns the Lord. He owns the judge. He owns the court system. Go ahead. He owns the senators. Go ahead.
In an alarming twist, the judge who sentenced the heir...
The heir of the DuPont family. Go ahead.
To the DuPont fortune, let him off with no jail time.
No jail time. For raping his 3-year-old daughter. I bet you she's in his custody.
Oh, man.
But like I said, they're in heaven. Heaven and hell are conditions that take place on the earth. Bring out Job 9:24, please, Baba Kashaf.
I got a quick one. This is Psalm chapter 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men. Neither.
Go back to Cain. Remember, the punishment for a murder is death.
Yeah.
Right? But the Lord didn't kill him. He postponed. He delayed his sentence, man.
Delayed his sentence.
He delayed his sentence to now, in the time of the end. He let the tab build. You see? He let all the wickedness pile up, so he'll be justified in Obadiah 1:18 in his ass, man.
Yes, sir. It says, Psalm chapter 75 and 3. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. And this is talking about the wicked. And hey, Shemaiah just read a perfect example.
That's why King David said, I was envious of the wicked. Because King David went out, he committed adultery, his son got bodied, man. You know, the Lord wasn't playing with King David, even though he was a man after the Lord's heart. But the wicked, he's like, damn, man, nothing happened to them. They do all this wickedness, and it looked like this man ain't never gonna go down. And that's why Jake just conformed. God don't love us, he hate us, man. He must love these white people, man, because they winning. But he don't know the Lord is preserving them for the day of judgment. Right along with your ass, you should repent. So go ahead.
You said Job chapter 9, verse 20.
9 and 24, straight to the point. The earth is
Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Hold on. The earth. Does it say America? Does it say Europe? Does it say South America? Does it say the West Coast, the Western Hemisphere?
The earth. The
whole earth. How could that be so? Through crafty counsel, through the New World Order, the elites, the hidden ones that own everything. Hey, Kanye got pissed off, remember? You ain't got the answer, Sway. He was pissed. Why? Because he bucked up into them wicked elite over there in France. Them damn Louis Vuitton, them people. Because remember, they own prisons. Them big money when he go over to Europe, man. You know, them not regular Edomites, and he knew his place. He said, you ain't got the, you know, why don't you just make your own shoe, make your own, you ain't got the material, how I'm gonna do it, Sway? You ain't got the answers.
Because Kanye came to a realization that he was only allowed to get to a certain level.
So high.
It was a cap.
Yep.
Okay?
You will not, these people have generational wealth. These people have been ruling for years, man. They've been ruling since the Renaissance, man. The Borgia family is the first crime family, man. The Borgia family was ruling in the fucking Renaissance, man. They ordered the Sistine Chapel that's still around. People go there and worship in it, you know. This thing go deep. Go ahead, you got it.
Let me go back to the Isaiah.
Yeah. So that's the point. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Esau, Edom, man, and the Lord did that. Go ahead.
Man. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chamber.
Okay,
and shut thy door about thee.
Hey, that's Revelation. Come out of Babylon, right?
Yeah.
I got it right here. Okay. This is Revelation, the precept for that. This is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4. And it reads, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto the heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities.
So, contrary to popular belief, the Lord requires the things of the past, man. You know, they like to say, let bygones be bygones, just forgive and forget. No, the Lord requires the things of the past, man.
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
And the Lord remembered all the wickedness, man. Just like when Abel died, what happened when Abel died? He went up to the spirit world and he cried to
complained.
the Lord. The righteous blood crieth, right?
Yep.
And that's every time a Jake get gunned down, Trayvon Martin, you know, Philando Castile, anytime an innocent Jake get cut down, hey, they cry to the Lord, man.
Hey,
Because they go back in their right mind and they realize that was the wicked, that was the devil, Esau, Edom. You know?
He set me up for the okie doke.
Yeah.
I got it right here. It says, because he said, hey, just like Abel went back up to the spiritual realm, because the spirit goes back to the Father, he was complaining. He was in his right mind. This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 9. It says, and when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh, and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? Okay? That's just an example of them. This is a hopeful elect. This is just an example of them after being slain.
Not just the hopeful, like all
of
Yasharallah,
Israel.
Because once Jake go back in the spirit world, he's in his right mind.
Right,
and whether you're a wicked nigga on this side or not, you're still an Israelite, man. It says at the end of the day, all of Israel gonna be saved. It's just that 2/3 are gonna have to experience death by pain.
I just said that in this manner it was a hopeful elect, because it said those that were slain. Yeah, those that were slain for you get it. The testimony of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. So
yeah, and that like you said, Khan, that's talking about us, the prophets. Yeah,
that's just an example to back Zakar'Yah up with the whole Cain and Abel situation, man. All right, envious with the fucking wicked, man.
You got some more?
I'll finish it off one more. It says, and they cried with a loud voice, how long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? And white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled. So that's it on that one. I'm trying to find this precept.
You was holding something?
No, you got it.
I got a quick
looking for one.
This is Matthew 11 and 12. It says, and from straight to the point, and from the days of John the Baptist until now, right?
Right.
The kingdom of heaven, which is what Israel, Yasharallah, because the Lord said, remember, no, the kingdom is within you. We are New Jerusalem, right? We are them temples, right? It starts with us. The kingdom starts with us. So it says, and from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. So back then, who was ruling? The Romans, man.
Edom.
Even to this day, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, man. They gun us down, you know.
Yep. They take whatever they want by force, because the blessing was the sword. Okay.
Yep.
Why? And that's why they winning. Bro, where is this precept that I always bring out, and I can't seem to find it?
Hold me. You got some out? You got some, Shemaiah?
No, you got some?
Hosea 4 and 1. Bring that out, please. Hosea 4 and 1.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 1. Hear the word of Yahweh, ye children of Israel. For Yahweh has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
So the Lord got a problem with somebody, man. That's what we out here warning you. The Lord is not coming back to pass out lollipops, balloons, okay? It's not just going to be a great rapture, okay? The day of the Lord is going to be a dark, cruel day. It says a day of darkness, not light. The Lord said he come to bring fire on the earth, not peace, okay? So we're warning you. The Lord has a problem with something. A problem with what? Wickedness. All right? Go ahead. From the top again.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 1. Hear the word of Yahweh, ye children of Israel.
Not everybody. We're not concerned with all nations. All right? The Lord is only concerned with his people, Yasharallah, Israel. You so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Hispanics, Latinos, North Americans, Seminole Indians. All right? You are the Lord's chosen people. Go ahead.
For Yahweh has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
The Lord got a bone to pick with you. He got a gripe with you, man. What? Go ahead.
Because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land.
First and foremost, you don't even know your power's true name. The scriptures say, what is the name of the Lord and his son if thou can tell? You don't know who your power is. You don't know how to please him. Well, you do know, but you don't care. You don't care to. You don't care to. Because the book is there. It's there for you. It's on the internet. It's free. You know, it's all over. Your grandmother probably got it on her dash. She probably got it open in the house. You grew up with the book, but you don't want to read the book. Go ahead.
By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and the blood touches blood.
Go down to verse 6.
Verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
That's what we out here warning you. The Lord got a controversy. He got a problem, a gripe. And the Lord said, because you forgot the Lord, you don't want to inquire about the Lord, you don't want to figure out how to please him, you want to just keep doing your own thing, guess what? He's going to do what? Forget.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
You reject knowledge. You fan your hand at it. You sigh. You mock. You ridicule. You make light of it. You don't take heed. If it was the white man out here, you would come and inquire. But because you think we're just niggers with Bibles, you fan your hand at it. You don't consider. The Lord gonna judge you for that. Go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
You don't even debate debate that cause, man. Because a lot of you are God-fearing Christians, man. You claim you love the Lord, debate it. God is all love. John 3:16, right? Debate your cause. Go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Because all hell is going to break loose. Famine, pestilence, race wars, class wars. Go ahead.
I will reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power.
Seeing you forgot the law of your power, the law, statutes, and commandments, because contrary to what your pork chop eating pastor told you, the laws are not done away with. The Lord said in John, if you love me, keep my commandments. Yahushua said, if any man teach to break one of these commandments, he shall be found least in the kingdom. The laws are not done away with. You have grace. Grace is a time to get yourself in order. When you got a bill at the house, right? Say you got the light bill, right? You can't pay it, right? They give you a grace period. Your car note, you got a grace period. But guess what? When the grace period is up, the bill is due. That's what Yahushua came. He gave you grace, a time to get yourself together, to repent. That's what when he will heal people, he would say, go and sin no more. He didn't heal you and say, go do your own thing. Have a nice life. There's a requirement. You're bought with the price. Your price is being obedient to the best of your ability. But you don't want to hear that. You want to hear smooth things. Go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Yeah, when all hell break loose, you're gonna call upon the Lord. You ain't gonna know his name. You're probably gonna call on Jesus. And hey, guess what? You're not gonna get an answer. You got precepts out?
Yeah.
Come on with me, Rock. Whatever you holding, come in.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
You should be. It's a bunch of precepts that should be coming to mind. Go ahead. I got some, but I don't want to break it up. Go ahead.
I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children.
The Lord said he's going to forget your children. So that's why bad things happen. Trayvon Martin, you know? The Lord is not a respecter of persons. He's going to get busy, man. That's Isaiah 66. It said, the slain of the Lord shall be many. Ezekiel, the Lord said, slay utterly old, young, little children, maids, women. You got something, bring it up.
I got some. I was holding this because y'all was going on something else. This goes back to what we was talking about before. Okay, it took me a while to find a precept. I can't remember where it was, but we was talking about Esau, Edom, and not in trouble as other men. And Zakar'Yah brought out a point. King David was envious with the wicked because they did not get in trouble like other men. All right. So I just wanted to bring out a precept that describes why. All right. Why they don't get in trouble as other men, and so as these other nations. All right. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 12, and it reads, "Now I beseech those that read this book, that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for a chastening of our nation. For it is a token of his great goodness when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord Yahweh patiently forbeareth to punish, till they be come to the fullness of their sins, so dealt he with us, lest that being come to the height of sin, afterwards he should take vengeance of us.
Yep.
And therefore he never withdrew his mercy from us, and though he punished with adversity, yet doth he never forsake his people."
Hey, all praise to how about
Khan.
you?
So this is why Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is not in trouble as other men, okay? Because the Lord allows his sins to reach unto the heavens, and then he gets one ultimate judgment, okay? Which is going to lead to what Zakar'Yah brought out earlier, Obadiah 1:18. But because we are sons and daughters of the living power, he judges us accordingly. Just like Salakia.
It says Amos 3:1. "Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth." What does that mean? Somebody, Baba Gashal, what does that mean? Break that down for me.
He's only dealing with Yasharallah. That's the only nation that is required to follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's the only nation that made a covenant with him, okay? He has not dealt so with any other nation, any of the 17 heathen nations.
"Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities." Hey, that's like I'm a father, right? And I have children, and I send my children off to school, right? I tell my child, hey, when you go to class, you listen to what the teacher says, you sit your ass down, you do your work, this, that, and the third. I come to school, I see my child cutting up with all the other children. Am I going to punish all the other children, or am I just going to deal with my child?
Just going to deal with your child.
That's what the Lord just said. You only have I known of all of. He don't care what the other nations are doing. He don't care what the white man is doing. He made him to be wicked. He gave him no morals. He don't have a conscience. You do. That's why when you do wicked shit, you know in the back of the mind, God did it. That's why when all hell breaks, anything bad happens, what's the first thing people say? Oh my God.
Yep, Khan.
Because you have a zeal for the Lord, but not according to knowledge.
Khan. And it just reminds me, somebody the other day asked me that they was like, why they don't understand why all these other nations worship these other gods, you know, like the elephant god and so on. And my response was that their spirit bear witness that they are not the children of Yahweh, okay?
He's not their God.
He's not their God.
He's the God of what? Of who?
Abraham, Isaac. Matter of fact, hey, what you always say? Let's let the Lord do the talking. All right. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 3, and I'm gonna
something.
Yeah,
like what you holding?
Yeah. For whom he loveth, he chased me.
Khan.
Hebrews chapter 12.
No, he was reading. I was asking.
Yeah, Khan. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 3, and I'm gonna start at I'll start at 11, and it reads, "Nevertheless, one of them thou leftest, namely Noah, with his household, of whom came all righteous men. And it happened that when they that dwelt upon the earth..."
Hold on. Whoa. So did all what does that mean? Break that down. Did all the nations that came out, how different, did one nation come out of Noah or many nations?
Many nations.
So are all the nations righteous?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Only one.
Yep, because he was separate. He separated.
Khan.
Remember? Go ahead. Khan.
Exactly.
I just
It
was
says-
touching on, because you know they be trying to slip little shit in there.
Khan.
You know?
It
Go ahead.
says, nevertheless, one of them,
Nevertheless,
one of them left this, namely Noah, with his household, of whom came all righteous men.
eventually a righteous seed came out of that, a righteous lineage.
Khan.
But also wicked seed came out of that.
And it's gonna go into that.
Hey, to
Khan.
prove that, hey, Esau and Jacob, we have the same mother and father.
Yep.
But hey, one is right. Two manner of people separated. Two different spirits. Two different nations. You know,
Khan.
as it is written, the elder shall serve the younger. Go ahead.
And it says, and it happened that when they that dwelt upon the earth began to multiply, and had gotten them many children, and were a great people, they began again to be more ungodly than the first.
A great people meaning a great family, a great nation.
Khan. Now, when they lived so wickedly before thee, thou didst choose thee a man from among them.
He separated. He made a distinction. Holy means separate. He chose a man out of them, a nation, a family out of them.
Khan. Whose name was Abraham.
Khan.
Him.
Hey, they say Abraham is the father of many nations.
Khan.
Go ahead.
But not all nations.
Khan, because what? Ishmael didn't get the blessing.
Khan.
Ishmael got blessed, right? But he didn't get the same blessing
He
as
didn't get that promise.
exactly.
Exactly. It says, now when they lived so wickedly before thee, thou didst choose thee a man from among them whose name was Abraham. Him thou lovest, and unto him only thou showest thy will.
That's why he had mercy upon Ishmael. You know,
Khan.
because remember, Ishmael, that was his first son.
His
Remember?
first son,
He
through the
didn't
flesh.
But through faith, he let her go. You know, he let, was it Hagar?
Yeah.
He let her go, man. You know.
Khan.
But the Lord told him, yeah, I'm gonna bless your seed, gonna be a prince.
Prince,
Yeah.
Princes,
Yeah.
12
It says,
princes.
Yeah,
And-
so you know we be getting on the other nations. The other nations gonna get their judgment also, but only one nation the Lord really truly hates. That's Esau, Edom, and that's because of the violence against their brother Jacob.
Khan.
He had that perpetual hatred, never ended.
For the affliction.
Khan.
For the affliction.
And in the time when our iniquity had an end.
Khan. It says, and made us an everlasting
And
covenant.
not to mention, Esau, Edom is the only nation that blasphemed the Holy Scriptures.
Woo.
No other nation had painted their image like the Most High, man.
Yeah.
Moab, them gooks, they got their own gods. Buddha, a fat Chinese dude. You go to
India,
India, they got the bitch with all the arms,
Shiva or something like that. Yeah,
but the
Shiva.
so-called white man, this demon, he iconoclasm. He gonna deface the actual images of the Most High, the prophets,
The
you know,
angels,
and paint his
everything.
likeness.
Khan.
You see, only one nation did that.
Terrible.
Hey, and it's a judgment for blaspheming the image and the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
They gonna say they the Lord's chosen people. That
Yeah.
damn demons.
Hey, that's what he do. The wicked. It says,
But yet you in the promised land, but you got Pink City. You got the largest gay parade ever over there every year.
Yeah.
Right? Damn demons.
it says, and unto it
Hey,
says,
you ever Slocky, you ever see go on YouTube and look up Tel Aviv Pink City.
Yeah.
They got their ass out. They be having the assless chaps. But that's the Holy Land, right? The Lord gonna destroy
Foul,
these.
man.
The Lord gonna destroy these people, man.
Khan.
You making a mockery of the Lord. You a hip. You making the Lord look like a fool.
Foul.
It says, Abraham, him thou lovest, and made unto him only thou showest thy will, and madest an everlasting covenant.
He showed his statutes unto Jacob, right? He have not dealt so with any other nation.
Khan,
Yep,
that's
he
backing
showed-
you
yep,
up.
Yep, that's Psalms.
And madest an everlasting covenant with him.
Everlasting covenant meaning never ending to that
Khan.
seed. That you made a promise to his, his children were going to be at the sands of the sea.
That's
They're
what
going to
it's
be
gonna say
numbered.
next.
Yeah, Khan.
Promising him that thou wouldest never forsake his seed.
His seed, Khan.
And,
But a specific seed of his,
A specific
Khan.
seed line. And unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau.
Khan.
As for Jacob,
Because contrary to popular belief, the whole world is about so-called black and white. People don't understand that. There's like a constant tension, right? But people can't understand it. It's light versus darkness, good versus evil.
Con.
Israel, we're the righteous. The so-called white man, he's the wicked. The Lord made it that way. Everything is set and made everything in twos. And balance. The Lord is a balance. You know?
Hey, Cain and Abel, Jacob and Esau. Hey, it's a whole circle, man. It says, and made us an everlasting covenant with him, promising him that thou wouldest never forsake his seed. And unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau.
That the one where he said he did put by Esau? Yep, that's it.
Yep.
Go ahead.
As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee, and put by Esau.
What does that mean? She said, as for Jacob, read that again?
As for Jacob, thou didst choose him.
Who is Jacob according to
thee?
Who is Jacob in the scriptures? What's another name for Jacob?
Judah, line of Judah.
No. How did his name get changed?
Israel.
What did he do?
Was it when he was fighting the angel?
He wrestled the angel. Remember his thigh got dislocated?
Yeah.
You know, just throwing that out there. You know? Go ahead. Jacob can be equated to Israel. All right. Jacob, meaning the sons, the
12 descendants, 12 tribes, the descendants.
So Jacob is
Jacob.
Exactly. Go ahead. So you can insert Israel right there.
Yeah.
Read that again.
It says, and unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau.
Jacob, aka Israel, and then Esau, the Edomites, so-called white man. Go ahead.
As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee.
As for Israel, see, because Jacob's name was changed to Israel.
Thou didst choose him
Israel, that
to
nation,
thee.
The nation, because he deals with nations, not just people.
Yeah.
He deals with he wanted to talk about the man Jacob, talking about the nation that came out of him, that seed. That you see.
The nation that he said he have not dealt so with any other nation.
And then that nation of Esau he put by. Go ahead.
It says, as for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee, and put by Esau, and so Jacob became a great multitude.
And then Esau was mad because of that. He kept trying to get that birthright back. He hated it. It tells you that in Genesis. He hated his brother, and then he said he was going to slay his brother after his father died, Isaac.
Yep.
You see? And he kept that hatred, that never-ending hatred. He kept it, that perpetual hatred. And now it's crafty, you know? That same spirit that was in the South when they was hanging niggas, you know, doing all type of wickedness, that same vibration is on him, man. You know?
I got a little bit more. It says, and it came to pass that when thou leddest his seed out of Egypt, thou broughtest them up to the Mount Sinai, and bowing the heavens, thou didst set fast the earth, movest the whole world, and madest the depths to tremble, and tremblest the men of that age, and thy glory went through.
When we came out of Egypt, all the nations feared, man.
Yeah.
You know, Moab was talking shit. Remember Moab, the king of Moab, wanted to curse Israel. You know? All the nations knew about how we came out of Egypt, man. They feared the Lord back then. Al-Shaddai, the terrible demon-like power. The power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They knew.
They better.
They trembled at the Lord, man. You know?
It says,
all that hell, remember Egypt was in the power seat. Egypt was like it under America.
The America today.
And he put hell on Egypt, man. He plague after plague, man. It wasn't just they didn't just go down, you know, one day.
Nah,
he put hell after, you know, so much that Pharaoh said, hey, just get the hell out of here, man.
Bro,
you know?
famine.
Take what you want, take whatever you want. Just get the hell out of here, you know, leave us the hell alone.
And as soon as we left Egypt, the first person who bucked up against us was the Amalek, Edomites. As soon as we got out of Egypt, the first people who tried to go up against us, who wanted to destroy us, were the Edomites, man.
They wouldn't let us pass. We wanted, you know, we were trying to pass, and they wouldn't let us pass, man. You know, damn devils.
You got
more? Says, It says,
hey, that's why the scriptures say the Lord will have with Amalek war
with Amalek from each
generation, mankind. So how the hell could you say you know, they could make it, man? You know, it make no sense.
It don't make any sense. It says, and
the Lord said he's not a man that he should lie. The Lord, he said, I change not. I'm same today and yesterday. It's, you know,
Yeah.
the Lord don't change.
Hey, the water for that, because we would have been
Con.
jacked up.
Yeah, we would con. Hey, that's why he say, put me in remembrance. That's in the scriptures, man. You got to plead to the Lord.
Yeah.
You remember your promise. Have mercy, then you know.
Hey.
Because the Lord, sometimes the Lord get angry, bro.
Apostle Gabar did a beautiful video, like, I don't even know if it was how long ago. It was a year ago. I had re-uploaded, and it was about just that, reminding the Lord of His promise.
Yeah,
remind Him. You know what I'm saying? Daily.
Yeah.
Like, hey, that's how you supposed to pray. Remind Him of the things that He promised, man.
Yeah.
Bring them back into remembrance. So it says, and boring the heavens, thou didst set fast the earth, movest the whole world, and madest the depths to tremble, and troublest the men of that age. And thy glory went through 4 gates of fire, and of earthquake, and of wind, and of cold, that thou mightest give the law unto the seed of Jacob, and diligence unto the generation of Israel. That's who the Lord is dealing with, man.
Yeah.
I got a quick one. Isaiah 43:21. This people have I formed for myself. They shall show forth my praise. But thou hast not called upon me, O Jacob. But thou hast been weary of me, O Israel. And that's Jake, man. Jake tired of hearing about the Lord, man. They hate it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, get that. Wherein hast thou loved us?
Yeah.
Get the, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Thou sayest thou, you know.
So it was in that's Malachi, the first chapter, I believe.
That's kind. It says, Salakia, Isaiah 43:21. But it says, this people have I formed for myself. They shall show forth my praise. But thou hast not called upon me, O Jacob. But thou hast been weary of me, O Israel. Thou hast not brought me the small cattle of thy burnt offerings, neither hast thou honored me with thy sacrifices. I have not caused thee to serve with an offering, nor wearied thee with incense. It says, thou hast brought me no sweet cane with money, neither hast thou filled me with the fat of thy sacrifices. But thou hast made to serve with thy sins. Thou hast wearied me with thine iniquities. And iniquity is sin upon sin. It says, I, even I am he that blotteth out thy transgressions for mine own sake, and will not remember thy sins. So the Lord said he's going to forgive us because he said he was. He made a promise.
Yeah.
You know? But he's bound by his word. He laid out, hey, Moses said it. This day choose life or death. He gave you the law, statutes, and commandments. He told you the blessings and the curse. If you obey, this is going to happen. If you disobey, this is going to happen. And the Lord cannot lie. If he said it, it's going to happen. We disobeyed the Lord, and then we were brought here in Babylon the Great as a punishment. He put the basis of men, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, to punish us so that we can consider and turn back to him, right? So it said, hey, that's being repentful. So it says, I, even I am he that blotteth out thy transgressions for mine own sake, and will not remember thy sins. Put me in remembrance. Let us plead together. Hey, that's what we do every time we come out on the highways and the byways. When we do videos, that's what we're doing. We're putting the Lord in remembrance. The scriptures say where 2 or 3 are gathered, there I am in the midst. You see? We're not gathered in some folly, okay, to keep some pagan custom, some pagan holiday. We're out here to prophesy the Lord, to give him all the praise, all the glory. You see? And that pleases the Lord. That's why he said, let that light shine, that candlestick shine, you know? So, it says, put me in remembrance, let us plead together. Declare thou that thou may be justified. Hey, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. It says, thy first father have sinned, and thy teachers have transgressed against me. Therefore I have profaned the princes of the sanctuary, and have given Jacob to the curse, and Israel to reproaches. Hey, so that's why we're in the conditions that we're in. So to get out of it, you got to turn back to the power. You got it out.
This is Malachi, chapter 1, verse 1.
You're going to close out to whatever you got.
The burden,
the
burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Hey, that's what a lot of Jake, we tell him, yo, you the Lord's chosen people, man. You special. You're a peculiar treasure. You're above all nations on the face of the earth. That's why no matter how much they try to destroy you, you still rise. You're the fastest. You're the smartest. You're the most talented, you know?
By far.
Most of the great inventions were made by Jakes, man.
Yeah.
And we're in oppression. We came out of hardcore bondage, and look where we're at now, right? But when we tell Jake that, they can't fathom it. They don't understand. They think we're all equal. Maybe the white man is God. Maybe the white man is the Lord chose. It can't be us. We're niggers. We're spicks. We're wetbacks. You know, we're nothing. It can't be us. We're in the hood. We're in the barrios, right? Read that again.
I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
How can you love us, Lord, when we're in the damn prisons? We buried under the jail, you know?
Con.
We getting Emmett Till. What's that? Emmett Till?
Yeah, you got it.
We're getting Emmett Till to death. How can you love us, Lord? Keep going.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
That's how he loves you.
Saith Yahweh, yet I love Jacob, and I hate Esau.
Read that again, loud and clear.
Come. I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith Yahweh, yet I love Jacob, and I hate Esau.
Hated Esau.
And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains waste, his mountains and heritage waste for dragons of the wilderness.
I got one to back that up. All right, so hey, this is the back that up, man, because our nation, like Zakar'Yah was saying, they like, man, where has the Lord showed us that, you know, he loves us? We're in the ghettos, we're in the barrios, we're niggers, we're wetbacks, we're this and that, okay? But this is the conclusion of it all right here.
The reason why the Lord said that, right? He gave that example, right? He said, you say you love us, right? How? And he said, was not, and then the Lord gives the example of Esau and Jacob. What's going to happen ultimately to Esau?
Obadiah 1:18.
According to the Zondervan Bible Dictionary and the Bible, it tells you that Esau is the only nation not promised salvation. All right? Esau is the son of perdition, predestined for destruction. The Lord is saving him to destroy him. He made him to be the wicked, to destroy him, right? So that's what he's saying. How can you love us? He said, hey, is Esau not your brother? It looked like he winning, but what's going to happen to him at the end, and what's going to happen to you at the end?
Because the roles could have been reversed.
That's the point.
That's what he's saying.
That's what he's telling you.
Exactly.
I loved you and hated Esau.
Yeah.
Hated him so much I stripped his pigment from him. You know, I put leprosy upon him. You know.
All the things that I did to make him shine.
It looked like he's winning, but he's not. He's a fool. He's destroying himself. He's destroying the earth. He destroys everything. He's a destroyer. It looks like he's winning because he's in the power seat.
Yep.
But is he really winning?
Oh,
no, I got it all right here.
You got it. I'm done. But that's why the Lord said that.
Yeah.
Let me get. I got one quick precept. That's your last one.
Yeah, I got it.
This is Philippians chapter 4, verse 3.
Hey, you know what? I was thinking to look, and then didn't the Lord tell us that he was going to put all these curses upon them that hate us?
Of course.
When you look at Esau and the condition that he's in now, he's going down, man, like lightning.
Bro, Esau has the worst end of the stick.
Hey, he got the lowest birth rate, right? You know, his women are out of order, just like our women are out of order. All the things, the opioid crisis, right? He put heroin and crack in our communities. Now he's being riddled by meth, you know, and all this other shit. So, hey, look at the latter end of Esau, man.
All the nations bucking up against him as well.
He's losing his hegemony. No one's respecting him. Hey, shameful spewing is on his glory. You know?
Vile.
All his wickedness, he's being exposed.
His
own people hate him. His own woman hates him. Hey, bro, it's beautiful. The wadi how much you know shine.
All praises. This is Philippians chapter 3, verse 7. But what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Yahushua. Yea, doubtless, I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahushua, my Lord, whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Yahushua.
Hey, everything is vanity, man. Everything is vanity. The only thing that's important is just working out your own salvation, man. Hey, Paul said, using the world, not abusing it. You know, of course, you in the world, you got to have a job, you got to pay your bills. You may have a woman, you got things you got to do. But it's all vanity. It's all. We just passing through, man. You know, we're just doing our bid. You know, our bid is almost up. This captivity is almost up. Everybody else is partying in the prison. They think, you know, we looking to be exonerated. You know,
hey, you better believe it. So we gon'
we on best behavior. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to go before the parole board.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to answer for the things done in your body, whether they be good or bad.
Cut the dreads. Put on the
put on as the elect.
Put on as the elect.
Put on the whole armor of Yahushua, man.
I got one quick precept there. Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse 17. They that fear Yahweh will prepare their heart and humble their souls in his sight.
The Hebrew word for heart is lab, meaning your mind. Okay? Your mind is your heart. All right? Go ahead. So you're supposed to prepare your mind with gird up your mind with these precepts, these prophecies, so that you won't bug out when all hell breaks loose, because the Lord told you about it. The Lord told you about the hour of temptation. The Lord told you that, you know, all these things He declared the end from the beginning. So it's going to keep you stable. But for the ones that aren't taking heed, they think it's a game, they think it's a fairy tale, they're going to lose their mind, man.
Yep. They that fear Yahweh will prepare their heart and humble their souls.
They're going to humble themselves. They're not going to lean upon their own understanding. They're not going to lean upon their own emotions. We believe whatever the Lord said. If it's in the book, we believe it, man. We take it to bank, man. We don't make no goddamn excuses. We accept it. The Lord said, eat the roll, the whole roll. And then Ezekiel said it was sweet in his mouth than bitter. So it's a hard pill to swallow sometimes.
That's truth,
right? He said written within was weeping, lamentation, and woe. This ain't no goddamn fairy tale book, no, you know, some good night bedtime story. This is reality, man. And sometimes reality sucks.
That's facts.
Hey, the truth hurts, man. The truth is uncomfortable.
Hey, this truth does hurt, but hey, in the end, Yasharala, we're gonna win, man. Just like Yahweh said, was not how do you say it?
Jacob Esau's brother.
They that fear Yahweh will prepare their heart and humble their souls in his sight.
Hey, the scriptures say, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. We read the script. We believe, man. We know the Lord is not. He is loving, long-suffering, that all may come to repentance. But He's also a jealous power, man. He has a different. He has anger times 1,000,000. All those emotions you have, God has them. He put them in you, right? So we know He's not to be played with. And we say the Lord is not mocked, right?
Yep. Saying.
So it said, they that fear the Lord, we lay that to mind, man.
They that fear Yahweh will prepare their heart and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of Yahweh and not into the hands of men, for as his majesty is, so is his mercy. So we fall into his mercy now, man. Now. Because when the four winds are let loose, you're going to have nothing but all those Edomites to worry about, and you ain't going to have no power to protect you, man.
Not just the Edomites. Every hand of the wicked shall be upon him. Okay? Man, the Lord said the man's foe shall be of his own household, man.
Yeah,
It said for the lack of bread, the love of many shall wax cold. When people can't eat, reality is going to set in, man. These damn grocery stores, 2, 3, it showed you that during the toilet paper crisis. Shit was missing. You couldn't get hand sanitizer. So how much more during a real crisis?
Yeah.
Any little thing, a real hurricane hit, anything happened, you people are through. And when people can't eat, when their ribs is touching, human nature is gonna come out.
Yeah.
All that fake smiling, fake what they call it? They call it being politically correct. All that's gonna go out the window. It's gonna be survival of the fittest. The strong is going to survive.
Exactly.
That's why the scriptures say a man shall be a hiding place from the wind.
Yep.
You know, a righteous man. In them times, only the righteous men are going to stand. Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
Con. This is Baruch chapter 4, and I'm going to start at 21. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Lord Yahweh, and he shall deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies.
Cry. When you cry, is that like a good thing, like a happy thing? Or
No.
is that like a mourning, travailing?
Travailing.
Better to be in
These
the house
people
of
ain't
mourning.
crying unto the Lord.
Hell no.
They're saying they blessed.
Yeah.
God. That's what they said. It says, for my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you. And joy is come unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting, our Savior.
Lord's will, we keep enduring. We be those men and those women.
Con.
But you got to give diligence to make your calling and election sure. The scriptures say many are called, few are chosen. Broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. All right? Go ahead.
For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but Yahweh...
So what's this prosperity doctrine these churches be pushing, man?
Yeah. Oh,
What's all this prosperity shit?
Man.
The Lord said what? That's in the Bible? You ain't
Con.
reading the Bible, bro. That must be the Quran or some shit. That can't be the Bible. That can't be.
For I sent you out with mourning and weeping.
What the hell is Creflo Dollar talking about then?
Yep.
What is Creflo Dollar talking about?
I have no clue.
Yep.
What is TD Snakes talking about?
This is not our rest.
We are yet this day in captivity,
Con. Yet this
subject to payments. We have to go to the enemy in want of all things. This is not our rest. We were brought here to consider, why are we in these conditions? Why are we at the bottom?
For I set you out with mourning and weeping, but Yahweh will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see
Hey, the
short.
scriptures say they all clap their hands at us, man. All
Yeah.
these nations, man. They come into your hood and lick your wounds, man.
This
Yep.
ain't you.
The dogs lick our wounds, man. They set up shop. They set up their nail salons. You know, their Chinese stores. Their damn bodegas, gas stations. Sell you blunts and fucking liquor and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know? They come and they clap their hands and laugh at your condition, man.
Yep.
You know, set up weave stores. You know, make a killing, make a profit. Laugh at you.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our power.
They far beyond all that we look for. The
Con.
straightness of our salvation, man.
You better believe it. Which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting.
Hey, Lord's will, we keep enduring. We're going to get them new bodies. We're going to get that spiritual power. We're going to enter into them chambers. We're gonna come, these lowly fishes going to come down and become hunters, man.
God.
Hey, the scriptures say in the time of our power, then our people going to be willing.
Yep.
They don't believe now because we don't have no spiritual power.
Yeah.
But when we start healing people, the Lord said, why stand? Hey, remember when he left? They said, they stood up, they were standing marveling, right? The angel said, why standing there gazing? The same way he left, he going to come back.
He coming back
He
in
said
like
also,
manner.
you're going to do greater things than me. That's what the Lord said.
Con.
You know? So they're going to be willing in that day. But it's going to be too late.
It says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh. For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck.
Hey, that's what we're looking for, man. The downfall of the wicked. Go ahead.
My delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemy.
You tribes, man. You know? You were led by a cruel nation that showed you no mercy, man.
Young, old,
He showed
didn't
no
matter.
mercy to the old, to the young, you know?
Con. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto Yahweh, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you.
That's what Zion means. Zion means monument, okay? And that's what we are. We are a monument to the Lord. Anytime you see us, we're a reminder that the Lord has not forgot about his people, and he's going to destroy this place.
Oh, con.
Judgment is coming. That's what it's a monument, a constant eyesore, a constant reminder.
Yep.
Every time you go on YouTube, every time you see them so-called black Hebrew Israelites, it's a reminder that your judgment is coming. Go ahead.
For as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall.
Hey, them damn elites, man, they losing sleep at night. That's why they strike out videos left and right. You could do, there's naked yoga on YouTube. There's all type of folly on YouTube, man. Twerking, all type of bullshit. But we talk about the mark of the beast. We tell you not to take that jab. It's hate speech, medical misinformation. We bring out all type of facts about them stealing our identity, you know?
With proof written by other Edomites.
They losing sleep, man.
Khan. It says,
they going through the scriptures and saying, wow, we may be the Edomites. And if we are the Edomites, the Lord said he's going to destroy them. They considering, man. They losing sleep, man.
Hey, pulling up to them big mansions and them big houses, driving them nice cars, considering like, yeah, I just might be an Edomite. And all this may be in vain. It says, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons.
Yep.
For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time.
Devil meaning like serpent creatures, man.
Yeah. The Lord
Desert
saying nothing gonna dwell here but desert creatures, scorpions, and whatever left after the nuclear destruction.
I gotta close out with, hey, y'all brothers gotta slap me. I gotta close out with my favorite.
5 precepts.
Lamentation 4:21, and we're gonna close out. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked. And that cup is talking about the cup of judgment. We had to drink of that cup. We drank the dregs of it, man. You know? But now our enemies, chiefly Esau, Edom, they're gonna have to drink of that cup. Verse 22, it says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. Hey, like I always say, this is our last bid. Okay, this is our last bid. It's almost up, right? It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So the Lord is going to pay you Edomites back for all the wickedness you've done to his tribes, man. All right? So anyway, with that being said, I don't want to write this out. This was edifying. As usual, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to our power again. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Again, double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and who taught us this truth. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. Shalom to the few sincere Akwath. And Wa Abad Babal.
Abad Babal.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Keep pushing, man. We're close.